Welcome back. Car makers still going electric. More companies are turning to battery-powered car motors because they're cleaner than gas-burning engines. The Journal this morning is reporting, though, that Tesla Model 3 generates 65% more emissions before rolling off the assembly line than the Toyota RAV4. Joining me right now is the car coach, Lauren Fix. Lauren, it's great to have you. Tell us your thoughts on electric versus gasoline vehicles and any concerns you have, because when you first talk about electric vehicles, people immediately think, oh, it must be better than gasoline vehicles, but we're finding that that's not always true.
Right. So you're looking at what we call cradle to grave, from the time you collect all the raw materials all the way to when the vehicle is no longer useful. You know, what's the total impact, not just to you as a consumer, but to the environment? And they're finding that it's higher with electric vehicles because of all those rare earth minerals. Looking at cadmium, cobalt, mercury, lithium, nickel. There's a shortage of all of them. And here's the big part that no one's thinking about. All those mines are owned by China. So we won't be beholden to the Middle East anymore. We will no longer be energy independent. We will now be beholden to China, which we already are.
This is a really important point that you make, and I wonder if this is going to get more play, because China has had this bad behavior, from stealing intellectual property to bullying its neighbors to obviously the human rights abuses in Xinjiang with the Uyghurs in prison or in camps, whatever you want to call it. This is the last country that we want to be beholden to. We found that out firsthand at the beginning of the pandemic, when we all recognized that many of our prescription drugs are made in China. There were threats in the Global Times, which is state-run media, which the Chinese Communist Party told the U.S., well, maybe we won't send those drugs for, prescriptions that the U.S. needs if they keep poking us on tariffs.
Right. And part of that is we have a chip shortage right now. So if you're looking for a new car, you may not find that vehicle you want. Or if you want to order it, we have a chip shortage. So you can't produce a car that's 99% done. So if you have to wait for those to come from China, we have found through a couple different articles I've been looking at, and I'm getting more research on it, it seems like they've cut back on what they're shipping us, because that also hurts us because we can't produce cars. Now, keep in mind, the auto industry impacts about half of the Dow Jones. And people think, oh, it's just the car industry. Well, it isn't. It's tires, it's bearings, it's bushings, it's metal. Every single component of that vehicle is from a larger company, and that impacts the Dow Jones. So when you're looking at the numbers, if we can't produce automobiles, like the gentleman who's in charge of the Department of Transportation, Buttigieg, we could have a real problem if he wants to cut back on what we're putting out on the road, not just production, but lack of components. You're going to see that impact us when it comes to the financial side of it, too, anyone who's investing.
Wow. That's a great point. So it's not just impacting our businesses, but it's impacting the stock market as well. Now, last fall, California pushed a mandate that every new car sold in the state would be an electric model by 2035. What happens if more states do that?
Well, that's going to be a problem. Right now, there are two senators that are trying to push Biden to make a deadline date to like 2030, which is 5 years prior. Now, just so you have an idea, so you can get a real feel for this, currently, as we sit here today, it's about 2% of all vehicles sold. Last year, 15.5 million cars and light-duty trucks were sold. 2% are electric vehicles. That's not hybrids. That's just plug-in electric. They want it to be 10% before we even get to 2030, and they need it to be 100% in California. That would destroy the auto industry, because you have to remember, this does not work for everyone. There needs to be a mixture of answers. And you also have other products coming online which could be a better choice. For example, compressed natural gas. Hydrogen is being produced. Hyundai is putting together fuel cells that are hydrogen powered, and they work, and they have zero emissions. And one thing that Porsche is coming up with now is called e-gas. And what it is synthetic gasoline. So it's no longer using fossil fuels, and the results out the tailpipe are equal or better than what you're getting as an impact to the environment with electric vehicles. Yes, that's coming, and they're already working on it. And believe me, Volkswagen Group owns Porsche. They want anything they can do to be the lead.
Wow, Lauren, you make so many important points this morning. We so appreciate your insights. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Come back soon, Lauren. Thank you.